I got him now. Oh, I got him now. My problems are done with him. His problems just began. The king was astonished. He rose in haste and spoke, saying to his counselors, did we not cast 3 men into the midst of... Now he's having a mathematical problem. This must have been new math or something. Fuzzy math, new math, I don't know. But he is not able to add 3 up to save life. They answered to the king, oh, true, O king. Look, he answered, I don't know if I got a math problem or a sight problem, an eye problem. I see 4 men, and they're not bound up. They're walking loose in the midst of the fire. Jesus shows up, the pre-incarnate Christ. He unties. That's what Christ does. He showed up at the altar this morning. He untied the binds, the chains, the wrist problems. He pulled them loose in the middle of our fiery furnace. But they are not hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar went near. How do you know what the Son of God looked like? Who can deliver you from my hands? You're not serving me. You're not worshiping me. You're not worshiping my gods. He had every god he could think of, including himself, and he wasn't at peace with those gods because he didn't know the one, the only, the true, living God. You could have a God of sports. You have the God of education. You can have the God of money and finances. You can have the God of good health, the God of family and children, the God of all kinds of things. But if you don't know the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, if you don't know the Rock of Ages, everything else is sinking sand. I'm here to tell you that Jesus Christ is the solid rock of ages that can deliver us from everything past, present, and future. Then Nebuchadnezzar went near the mouth of the burning furnace. He spoke, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's service. He also has a life-changing experience over this. Brothers and sisters, I said it last week, I say it again. The things that we go through as servants of God aren't always for our benefit. The things we go through are for the benefits of those who are godless society. The things that we go through are for the benefit of those who have tried to serve every god there is on the face of this earth, and then some of them invented some new gods, a new god every minute, a new religion every second. And they're looking for the real God. And sometimes God has allowed you and me to go through some things, some terrible things, so He can show up and do some great miracle in your life, so that other people can say, I've been through something like that. How come you were able to go through it like that? And then you tell them about Jesus, the Jesus factor. Abednego servants of the Most High, come out and come here. He says, the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego servants of the Most High God, come out and come here. And then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out from the midst of the fire. The satraps, ministers, governor, king, council gathered together. They saw these men on whose body the fire had no power on them. It didn't singe the hair of their head, didn't singe the hair of their body anywhere, didn't singe their turban or their clothing, and they didn't even smell like smoke. Then Nebuchadnezzar speaks the proclamation. Something happened to Nebuchadnezzar. He's starting to get closer to God. He ain't saved yet, but he's getting closer to knowing God. Nebuchadnezzar spoke, saying, blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent his angel and delivered his servants and trusted him. And they frustrated the king's word, and yielded their bodies that they should not serve nor worship any God except their own God. And he says, don't speak against their God. Don't even think about speaking against their God. See, there's religions that want to take your head off. There's religions that want to do you all kinds of harm. Now, I don't know if it comes to the point where someone wants to take my head off or whatever, what will happen, but I know I got to continue to trust God. I'd rather go into eternity without a head and before the head Jesus Christ for all eternity, be able to bow down and worship Him, than to go into hell with all my bodily parts and be burning forever. I would pray that if there ever comes that choice, that God gives me the grace and the strength to be a living sacrifice. But there are religions out there that want to do us harm. But we have the one God, the true God, the only God. Stand your feet. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, like Daniel, they did not panic. Nor did they pray and try to bargain with God. God, if you get me out of this,